Hello everybody, how's it going? Just got back from my daughter's soccer game. They won 4-1. It was a really good game, really good game. She had a goal, but it was called back. There was like a foul on the play or something like that. I don't even know. The referees don't really broadcast what they're calling sometimes. But I got a few little things to finish up on these gutters. Let me show you what I got. When I installed this second gutter, as I put the pipe in the ground, I had it pushed all the way over to the right, and I guess as I began jamming the dirt down in there, I forced it back to the left a little bit. So as you can see, it's kind of a little crooked going up the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it, and at the top I'm going to shift it over just maybe a half of an inch, which should help line it up a little better coming down the wall. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I don't know if you saw that or not. It scared the heck out of me. I jumped so hard I caused the ladder to shift. There's a wasp nest in the top of that gutter, and man, they came boiling out of there. About a dozen of them came rolling out. I don't much like wasps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the wasp spray, and if they come at me again, I'm going to tell them goodbye. I'm going to go grab a masonry bit because I'm going to have to remove the straps. There's two straps that hold that gutter to the wall, and I'm going to have to remove them and shift them to the left a little bit to line things back up. So I'll need a bit to put that in. I think what I'm going to do is, instead of using the screws that they've used, which they basically drilled a hole and put a plastic anchor in there and shot a screw in, I think I've got some Tapcon screws. I like those a lot better, and I think I'm just going to shoot a couple of Tapcons in there, and we'll go with that. So let me go dig them out of the garage. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and for those of you who don't know what a Tapcon is, it's just a special screw that's made for concrete or brick, and you basically take a masonry bit and drill a hole. See the little ears on the end of that? That's what makes it different than a standard wood bit, and drill you a hole right in the brick, or actually I'll go in the mortar between the bricks, and then I'll put a socket on the end of my drill and just drive this right in. So no messing with anchors. This will grip and hold tight, and these things they work really well. So I'm going to go up there and move the gutter out of the way and take the strap down and put it back up about an inch to the left, and we'll see how it works. That went fairly smooth. I've got the top one in. I'm going to go ahead and put the bottom one in before I mount the straps to the wall, because I need the gutter to have as much, or the gutter pipe downspout to have as much movement as possible. So let's get the bottom one fixed. Everything looks pretty good. Let me show you real quick. You can still see that the gutter has a slight slant. I can't do a whole lot about that, but it's going to be a lot less noticeable once I mount this to the wall. First thing I want to do is get this vent reattached before there we go, mount it. I need to shoot a couple screws into that. Get a few screws out here. And we'll give a couple screws down the bottom to hold the vent on, or the drain on. And I think that vent looks great all the way up. And you really can't tell as much that it's at a little bit of an angle. Now the other vent I got straight. Let me show you. Everything on this drain looks great. I just need to reattach the bracket right there, but notice how far away from the wall that is. As you go up to the top, it's going to be hard to see in the video, but right up there, it pulled out of the brick. Turns out that when they put it in, they wallowed out the hole, and the bit doesn't bite. It just slides in and out of the hole. Now I would like to use a Tapcon on that one, and I'm going to try. If the hole is too big for that, I'll probably end up putting just a standard plastic anchor in there and then putting that screw back in. But I'm going to go gather up an anchor just in case, and I'm going to gather up another Tapcon. I'll get my ladder set, and then we're going to take this bracket off and see if we can't get that fixed. The bottom will be a piece of cake. The top is what we're worried about. I'm back from the garage and I'm all set. I've got a Tapcon and I've got a couple different anchors because I'm not sure what size that hole is yet. But I'm going to go up and get the bracket disconnected, and then we'll see what we can do to get it remounted to the wall. Never fails, you always drop something. All right. You know, I think I can make this Tapcon work. I'm going to go down the bottom and disconnect the drain pipe so that I got some play, and then looks like the Tapcon may work. I just need to get behind the pipe. Wow, the hole's a lot bigger than I thought. I am going to have to use one of these anchors. Yeah, that one's not big enough. Let me try the next one. Yeah, that one's good. Let me just hammer it in. There we go. And go back to the original screw. Let me get that out of my pocket. There it is. Okay. Let's get her installed. Oh yeah, got a good fit now. Okay, let me get the screws back out of my pocket to mount this back onto the wall, or mount back the bracket back onto the drain pipe. Should go right back into the same holes. start it by hand. There's one. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to step up and take a peek in the gutter because I know there's a couple of badminton birdies up there. Looks like they're on the side of the house. We'll go ahead and get our adapter put back on the gutter. There we go. Now, shoot this screw back into the bracket. Well, I really hate that this happened, but I ran out of memory on my camera and I didn't get the last part of the video, so let me show you what I did. I remounted the side bracket at the bottom, and then I shot a couple of screws into either side of the extension pipe down into the drain. And now what I want to do is just shoot a little paint on there. All right, that worked out well. Let's go ahead and shoot a little paint on the other. Well, I'm really glad phase 2 is complete, and now that I've done all the little touch-up work, I can call it complete. I've got phase 3 in the planning stages. Probably about probably about 3 weeks before I actually do it. I've got some plans next weekend. The weekend after, my son has his play is opening, so I'll be spending that weekend going to 5 or 6 performances. I don't remember how many. I like to see them all. And proud papa, you know how it is. And then the weekend after that, I think may be the optimum time. That may be when I go ahead and start working on the final phase of this project. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Come back and see me again real soon, everybody. Take care.